Hi, this is Steven from Just Got Played, and I'm going to bring you an unboxing of Ares Expedition Foundations, which is not a standalone game. It is an expansion to Terraforming Mars Ares Expedition. So there was a Kickstarter, and they launched 3 expansions. This is Foundations, Discovery. There's another unboxing video on the channel about that, and there's also Crisis. I won't be getting Crisis because it's co-op, and that's not really how I want to play this game, but I am excited about this because there are many times I haven't gotten Ares Expedition to the table because we had 5 people, and this allows you to play with 5 or 6. So it comes in this sort of flimsy box, which I think is just designed to be recycled, and hopefully everything fits in the base game box. All right, so let's see what all we have in here. All right, that was it, I think. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, let's start with the rule book here. All right, Foundations overview. All right, so there's the new infrastructure module. We got some new tracks. It tells you how to set those up. And then gameplay about infrastructure. All right, in-game. And then there it talks about Discovery. Okay, so there's some things in here I think that only work if you also have Discovery. All right, this is cool. We got some more of these trays, more people sitting around the table. It's nice to have some more trays to put stuff in. Those seem like they're just the same as what I have in my existing game. I did have the collector's edition of Ares Expedition, which means it came with these dual layer player boards. So all the expansions come with these dual layer player boards. There aren't 2 different versions of this Foundations expansion. So it's nice that the 5th and 6th player components are going to match the components they already have. And again, this just feels exactly like what I already have, just more copies of it, which is good. That is what I wanted. Okay, so what do we have here? All right, we got, since we're going to 5 and 6 players, we need a couple more cheat sheets. Sorry, player aids. All right, so we got a couple more player aids. That's nice. We got some more components. Of course, we need more cubes. All right, the gold and copper and silver cubes. So we just got more of those. Those are just the same as what you're used to if you've got the game. And then, of course, we need 2 new player colors. So it looks like we have black and white are the 2 new player colors. All right, so there you go with that. We have some more dividers, so project cards specifically for 5 or more players. I guess you don't play with those when you have less. So there's a divider. You can separate those. All right, let's go ahead and look at what is here in the deck. So there's going to be some more phase cards because obviously with the components for 5 and 6 players, those players need their 5 phase cards. So, all right, so these are just the basic 5 phase cards. All right. And then another set. Okay. And then more. Okay. And then more. And more? These are upgraded. Okay. More upgraded phase cards. I don't know why there's so many phase cards. Okay, but there you go. Now here are the ones that you see down here, the 5+ on the project cards. So, I don't know what the harm is. Maybe because these deal with the infrastructure track and you don't use the infrastructure track unless you've got 5 or 6 players. Maybe that's why it's just going to keep these separate. There's no reason, I don't think, why you couldn't use the infrastructure track in a 4-player game, for instance. But anyway, I'll just go through these real quick. You can pause it if you want to take a look at any of these specific cards that I'm just running by. Pets, nice. All right. Skybridge. I don't know how they keep coming up with stuff for these project cards, but I am here for it. Bring them on. Bring me some more. All right, and a new corporation. This must deal specifically with infrastructure too, right? Yeah, you can consider infrastructure. Yeah, all right. All right, so there you go. There's a new corporation card. All right, so I talked about infrastructure. So it is another track that you put just at the top of the board. It's one more thing that needs to be increased along, with putting out oceans or increasing the, temperature or whatever, oxygen. So it looks like 5 energy and 3 plants, or is it heat? I can't remember my symbols right now. Heat, right? So heat and plants moves up. Does that move up here and you get a card? I'm guessing. Or you can just pay to move up here. I'm guessing that's the infrastructure track symbol since it's right here in the middle of the track. All right, cool. So yeah, you just put that at the top and that's one more track everybody has to deal with. And then over on the left-hand side of the board, there's just a bigger scoring track because especially in the earlier parts of the game, there's just going to be up to 6 cubes now taking up space. So, you just stick that on the side. But yeah, there you go. That is what is in Foundations. So I did mention that some of this combines with Discovery. And so I guess that's the upgraded cards. You have to have Discovery to use those as well. But yeah. All right. Looking forward to getting this to the table. I want to know how Ares Expedition plays with 5 or 6 players. So I will let you know when I find out. But if you have any questions before then, feel free to leave a comment in the YouTube video. Or if you look in the description of the video, there's a link to our Discord channel. Come in there and talk to us. We're always happy to talk about games or whatever. But until the next time, thanks for joining me.